beautiful Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their time. Set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Set for football now on a sunny afternoon in the second city. And off we go from Soldier Field. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Burrow's pass complete.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he won't be close to a first. Down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted.
To get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see that.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this is picked up by the Bears.
Burrow's pass complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And this one's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Foles. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Eddie Pinheiro for the Bears field goal.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So
they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. The Bears pick it up. But he doesn't get it much further, taken down on the other side of the 50. Looked good for a second there, but it turns out just to be a missed extra point.
Chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Tackled back at the 28.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's Foles. Robinson's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Foles finding Allen Robinson. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The
Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on first down. On the slant, complete to Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down.
After one, it's 13-6.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Bears 13, Bengals 6.
First down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2. The 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down by Von Bell.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9. First down, Cincinnati.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bengals.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab, and the Bears will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it, and that's exactly what they did.
As the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
A beautiful fake. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 23.
Nick Foles ready for the next drive, leads out the Bears. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdowns. Down passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he? That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We had to break in a 1-point game. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Randy Bullock to kick
Both
off.
these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Not much there, only a yard. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes it...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
You thought you had it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return it, Darius Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And now Now the throw hauled in by Green. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first. Get a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone 2 yards shy of there at the 24. Ready to get going again. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way. And turned it into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
26.
And it's caught. A 16-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
The point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
26.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. At the 23, it's second and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Ross, complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 31 yards. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he puts it through. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Pat O'Donnell to kick.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again?
Symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 68 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Two-point conversion.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years?
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
At their own 29.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Burrow's pass complete. incomplete.
And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing,
a gain of 2.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Carrier. Danny Trevathan on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up
on second down. Burrow. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to A.J.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow on the screen. Bernard fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the and carry it. That's what you're looking for.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire
and that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That is caught inside the 5. Burrow going to throw again. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. This is caught by Gibb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.
offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.